Hey, it's Monday, December the 8th, 2025. My name is Tom, and this is your AmCon and ReadyCorps Daily Brief. On today's show, preparedness isn't about being unshakable. It's about learning how to keep moving when the ground is shaking. First, let's get you up to speed with the latest from your ASAT team and the Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for December the 8th, 2025. Up first today, President Donald Trump has introduced a new savings program for children under 18 called Trump Accounts. Funded through federal seed money, family contributions, and potentially by employers or nonprofits, these accounts invest exclusively in broad U.S. stock market index funds. The one-time government deposit is $1,000 per eligible child. Contributions are locked until the child turns 18, promoting long-term growth. Eligible families can expect the program to launch mid-2026, with more details forthcoming from the IRS. For families, these accounts present a significant opportunity to build wealth early for their children. In other news, FEMA is advising households nationwide to prepare for winter weather risks. The agency highlights 4 key tips: dressing warmly in layers to prevent frostbite, preventing home heating fires by maintaining safe distances from heat sources, preparing for potential power outages by having plans for refrigerating medicines and food safety, and using generators safely outdoors to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Residents in affected areas are urged to heed local weather alerts and take steps to mitigate these seasonal hazards. Turning to health, a large new study reveals potential risks associated with early smartphone use in children. Research shows that children who own smartphones before age 12 face higher odds of depression, obesity, and insufficient sleep compared to peers without devices. Experts recommend parents delay smartphone introduction when possible, set usage rules, and keep devices out of bedrooms at night to support healthier sleep patterns. These findings provide parents with important considerations for managing their children's digital exposure. Switching to community matters, meaningful engagement strengthens local preparedness efforts. Effective community involvement requires tailoring outreach to specific audiences, recognizing diverse groups, and partnering with trusted local organizations. Strategies such as direct mail, targeted social media, and recognition incentives can boost participation. Successful engagement ensures projects meet real community needs, increase acceptance, and lead to practical solutions, ultimately building stronger and more resilient neighborhoods. Finally, a reminder for those attending public events and protests: maintain high situational awareness due to ongoing protests and potential civil unrest nationwide. Always know your exits, avoid suspicious activities, and report concerns to authorities or your RISAT team via designated communication channels. Staying alert and prepared helps ensure safety during public gatherings, especially this holiday season. On the weather front, an atmospheric river is expected to bring several days of heavy rain and gusty winds to the Pacific Northwest, raising the risk of urban and river flooding. South Central Virginia will see heavy snowfall today, with additional snow in parts of the Central Appalachians, Mid-Atlantic, Upper Midwest, and Upper Great Lakes into Tuesday. Residents in these regions should monitor local forecasts and prepare accordingly. Regarding upcoming events, please note the following in the next several weeks. The Broward County, Florida chapter will host a monthly meetup with a barbecue on January 13th in Sunrise, Florida. Northwest Florida will hold a winter camp from January 15th to 18th at Sand Pond Campground in Ebro, Florida. The Southeast Regional Winter Field Day exercise is scheduled for January 24th and 25th in Tupelo, Mississippi. Members can access the American Contingency Members Only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
When the phone rings at 2 a.m., everything changes. The air feels heavier, slower. You don't think about food storage or generators, you think about people. I remember a moment like that when somebody I love was in the hospital bed and all I could do was breathe, pray, and take the next step. Nothing about that felt heroic. It was just real life. That's what steadiness looks like in motion. One step, one breath, one choice at a time. You know, there was this very successful college football coach one time that preached about the process. And one element of that process is perseverance, or the willingness to keep going. The process, and quite frankly, preparedness in general, assumes that there will be adversity, and you have to keep going in the face of that adversity. The coach teaches that the team who keeps executing the longest wins. Preparedness is often pictured as like a calm command center and color-coded plans, but The truth is, real preparedness lives inside moments like these, inside crisis moments. That lived reality of preparedness, it's messy. It's the part where emotions crash into responsibility, where fatigue shows up a long time before the sun does. And when you discover that being ready isn't about controlling the storm, it's about standing firm inside of it. Sometimes being steady means showing up at work when you're running on fumes. Sometimes it's making just one good decision for your family when you can't see the path ahead. Sometimes it's letting somebody else carry a bit of the weight because that's the smart play, not because it's a sign of weakness. The gear and the training matter, for sure, but they only have value when they give you the space to focus on what matters most: people. So if you're walking through something heavy right now, don't judge yourself by how strong you feel. Judge yourself by whether you keep taking that next step. That's the heartbeat of readiness: steady, human, and real. So today I want you to take 10 minutes, check in with yourself and your circle of friends and ask, what's one step forward I can make today? Then take it. No more, no less. All right, when we chat tomorrow, I'll share how preparedness helps you navigate those heavy stretches without losing your footing. Thanks for listening to the ReadyCore Daily Brief. If you're already a member, make sure to check out today's resources on the members only platform or the Asset ID app and its leaders call tonight. Don't forget. If you're not a member yet, just head over to AmericanContingency.com to join the network and start building your resilience and perseverance today. My name's Tom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.